This is the Frank and Friends Show, Seymour Smokies Insider Edition. Hi there, I'm Frank Murphy.
I'm Catherine Frady.
Catherine, we're dressed more formally than usual.
I know, well, but then I did realize that this is my Frank and Friends formal gown.
Oh, how
because
lovely.
I wore it on another Frank and Friends Seymour Smokies edition.
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
And today is a special day because we are deep inside Historic Cherokee Caverns, which is sort of in Karns, not far from Solway, along Oak Ridge Highway. In fact, it's a little hard to find because the sign that says Historic Cherokee Caverns is only out on days when there is a special event. You could drive right past it otherwise.
Oh, and not know. But they have great big yellow signs, which I was very grateful for.
Yes, so you want to watch that and make sure you find your way when you're coming here for many of the events. For example, you might come to see a movie in the cave like Hocus Pocus or The Lost Boys or National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Or you might come for a Bill Bass event.
Dr. Bill Bass is here October 24th for Bats and Bones, and again in December for Frozen Bones. We were here for his 94th birthday. This is a place that I've been to hundreds of times over the past several years because of Dr. Bass and other fabulous events in the cave.
That's fantastic. Well, what fabulous event did we have today?
Well, today it's all about you, Catherine. Today's event is soprano. Wait a second.
Stalactites, sopranos, and stilettos.
See, I started putting you first. Couldn't help it.
Well, that's really what I was voting for, but we went with the stalactites.
Yeah, the beautiful stalactites.
How can you compete with them?
Stalagmites, stalactites from the ceiling, stalagmites from the ground.
Right.
That's how you remember, C or G. Mm-hmm. And we're going to take a peek around at some of the formations here and hear a little bit of your operatic arias.
Fantastic.
Along with
Whitney Wells and Kayla Beard, accompanied by Dustin Lynn.
And they all work for you, all three women, all three sopranos.
Absolutely.
Are all
we like to call ourselves the Charlie's Angels, but we are the three staff members from Marble City Opera.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Another Seymour Smokies Insider Edition from Historic Cherokee Caverns. Here's the entrance to the actual Cherokee Caverns. And as you'll see, they have a couple of skeletons left over, either from the last Dr. Bass event or they're getting ready for Halloween, where they have a celebration every year. Halloween in the cave and Christmas in the cave are both very popular. You want to be careful with your footing, this first part. Yeah. The day I'm here, it happens to be fairly dry. Last time I was here, it had rained and the ground underfoot was a little slick, but by the time you make it 100 yards or less into the cave, things level out. And you'll see that the Whitby family, which are the caretakers of the cave, have beautifully arranged lighting so that you can see the stalactites and stalagmites. Occasionally, Mike Whitby himself will come zipping by on a golf cart. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hello, sir.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You keep going. I'll be filming a little bit. I'll see you when I get down there. I mean, we're admiring your work, your handiwork with the lighting.
Not quite opera colors.
So, a stalactite with a C comes down from the ceiling. C for ceiling, C for stalactite. A stalagmite, with G for ground, comes up from the ground. Stalagmites grow up, stalactites drip down. And at some point you will get a drop of water on the head at Cherokee Caverns. The groundwater seeps through the area up above and starts to form new baby stalactites by picking up minerals on the way down. As the audience arrives for a Marble City Opera production called Stalactites, Sopranos, and Stilettos, starring Kayla Beard, Catherine Frady, and Whitney Wells, we'll take a quick look around the cave and take the tour path. According to this, it's 12 degrees centigrade, which if you double it, 24, and add 30, 54, works out to be 54 degrees Fahrenheit, which is also what it says on that thermometer. It usually hovers somewhere around 56, 58 degrees. And you'll see these beautiful spaces and rooms with stalactites coming from the ceilings, stalagmites growing up from the ground. You know, audience members are here a little early, taking their seats. Normally you don't have these spotlights in here. Those belong to Marble City Opera. And Dustin Lin is warming up and entertaining the early arrivals. Oh yeah, look, you can see my shadow on the wall. This pathway takes you to the back room of the caverns, and you get to see some spectacular formations while you're up here. Here you can see, I don't know if you saw it, but I just saw some water dripping from the ceiling, forming new stalactites. This formation reminds me of Jabba the Hutt. So there will be some water dropping on your head, which is normal, but it's not like it's pouring down as it does when it's raining. In fact, one year the rains were so severe that this whole area flooded, and the would-be family had to raise funds and clean out the cave, and obviously they've done a spectacular job of making it accessible and just a beautiful place to come visit for all their different events like Halloween in the cave or Christmas in the cave, or the different movies they like to show here, whether it's the Goonies or Hocus Pocus. We're coming up on I'll call it a tourist attraction. This is the Vortex type machine. It reminds me of one that they have at Universal Studios. So you go inside, and when they turn it on, the floor shakes a bit, and the lights and the walls move around, and it gives you a dizzying, disorienting effect. And then you'd come out the other side of it. But that would be obviously when they're open for Halloween. This back room, the steepest room of Cherokee Caverns, is where we have VIP meet and greets with Dr. Bill Bass when he's here. And in fact, the skeleton backdrop is still set up from a recent Dr. Bass appearance. He'll be here again on October 24th for an event called Bats and Bones. And then again at the beginning of December. So if we make the sort of a U-ish turn and then come back out to the right again, down this next passageway, you get to see more lights, more spaces. I mean, it captivates the imagination. You know, imagine, I wouldn't want to crawl through a narrow space like that, but some spelunkers do that all the time. And this passageway is now straight away to the exit. It brings us back to the crossroads where we saw the tour sign and the thermometer. And here's just a great view. I love it. This is where they really hit you with some of the more spectacular cave formations as you look up. You know, all natural beauty. And even though you see so many broken stalactites, new ones are forming all the time. New baby ones right up there on the ceiling alongside the older ones that were broken off many, many years ago. And a few, like this huge one, is actually intact from ceiling to floor. That's fantastic. And when events are in session, they may have concessions available for sale here at this juncture of the cave, where the three paths come together: the path from outdoors, the path to the big room where the movies and lectures and concerts are, and the path that we just came out.
I'm Catherine Frady. I'm the Executive Artistic Director for Marble City Opera, and thank you so much for being here. I can't see any of you, but I can hear you, and I appreciate you coming out for this really different experience. Sotto i piedi del boschetto, sotto i pini Je veux vivre dans ce rêve qui m'enivre ce jour encore douce flamme. Je te garde dans mon âme comme un trésor.
I love Historic Cherokee Caverns. Mike Whidbey, you and your family have been caretakers of the cave for years, going back to your dad, Jim. What do you love so much about this place?
Oh, it's just such a hidden gem right here on the edge of Knoxville, and a lot of people don't even know it's here.
But more and more are finding out, thanks to Catherine Frady.
And Frank Murphy letting us know about this venue. It's fantastic. The acoustics in here are wonderful. And don't you have other events that come into here?
Right, we have movies in the cave, Christmas Vacation,
Nice.
and we have Trick or Treat in the cave in October.
That'll be
and
great.
Christmas in the cave in December, and it's a blast.
That
I know
sounds amazing.
over the years you've had Hocus Pocus in here. Of course, Goonies. People love to watch Goonies in the cave.
Oh, Goonies is so popular here, and we have Dr. Bass lectures in the cave.
Dr. Bass.
I wonder how Frank Murphy knew about this place.
Bonezones.com. Don't forget the S. Yeah, that's one actually on October 24th. We'll be here for Bats and Bones again in December. This is a fantastic place. Dr. Bass loves it here, as do we all. But I've got to say, hearing those sopranos along with their stilettos and your stalactites.
Oh, it was beautiful. It just resonated in this whole room, and
Yeah.
I was scared that some of the stalactites might come
Might break,
down.
I know, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted that.
It
when
was beautiful, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, where else in town can you go see an opera in a cave?
Truly.
So, Mike, tell us a little more. I mean, over the years, you've had hardship here as well when the cave completely flooded out.
Right, in February of 19, it flooded, and it was about 4 foot deep in this room.
Mike was on the news in his boat,
I've seen pictures.
right where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kayaked through the cave, and it was hopefully a once-in-a-lifetime event because it destroyed all of our electrical.
Oh my
and
goodness, yeah.
We've worked really ever since then, repairing the trails and the electric.
How was this place ever found and discovered in the first place?
Well, the Native Americans first used the cave, of course, and then it was sort of rediscovered in around 1854 by Robert Crudgington. He was out hunting and in the winter and saw steam coming out of the entrance, and he started investigating, and
He was hunting for cooked food.
Yeah. He was out hunting.
But you can still eat the bats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he came in, and he was the actual first landowner of this property, and his daughter commercialized the cave in 1929, and
A lot of old-time Knoxvillians remember this as a real kind of cheesy tourist attraction that had a restaurant and other things, and you've kind of restored it more to its natural beauty.
Yeah, well, we've been trying to, upgrade it and make the trails safe since
89, was it?
89.
That's when your dad and you started working here?
Yep, the cave was abandoned in 1980. There was a fire that burnt the restaurant and gift shop, and it was abandoned after that through the
Amazing.
80s. And my dad came in and gated the cave, and we've been protecting it
Because your
ever
dad loves the
since.
bats that live
Loves it.
deep in
Yep,
the cave,
yep.
yeah.
And he just loves caves. He brought me up since I could walk,
Yeah.
going to
Spelunking
caves.
away.
And, yep.
It's
You
great.
since you could spelunk, I think is the actual term there.
Yes, we kind of went spelunking with the Sopranos and the Stilettos today.
That's the next show title. Write that
there
down.
you go. Write it down.
Write that down.
Sopranos.
Well, Mike, thank you, and thanks to Dana
Absolutely.
for your hospitality and just your continued great work at Historic Cherokee Caverns.
Thank y'all for being here and supporting the cave.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
HistoricCherokeeCaverns.com has all the upcoming events you don't want to miss out. And also keep an eye on the Facebook page. That's usually where things are first announced. Catherine, concert's over.
Oh,
You
sorry.
did great.
Oh, thanks.
Bravo, by the way, bravo. I didn't want to stop you because
sorry.
it was so good. I mean, what an amazing concert. I hope that you'll have another one here because A, it was my idea, but B,
People seem to like it.
everyone liked it. How about loved it?
Well, I don't
I
like to, assume.
Well, I mean, listen, right now we're the only ones in here.
In here.
Oh, hit me one of your high notes. Oh, that's good.
It's nice acoustics. I did enjoy it.
Yeah, great compliments from everybody in the audience about the show and, of course, about the beauty and the comfort. I mean, think about it. You could have a show here in the dead of winter and it's going to feel warm. You can have a show here in the brutal
summer.
dog days of summer and it's going to feel cool.
That's what the board members were telling me. Let's have a show here in the summer.
Come on, Catherine.
Come on, let's
You
do
can
it.
do it. You can do it. And the movies in the cave, where you sit, similar to what we did with Marble City Opera, except right behind us,
Would be a
there's
screen.
a giant inflatable movie screen, and they'll show The Goonies, they'll show Lost Boys, they'll show Hocus Pocus, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You have to check the Facebook page for Historic Cherokee Caverns or the actual website to find out how you can buy tickets, because it seems like the word is out.
That's
and
right.
These shows are selling out in advance.
That's
so
amazing.
You have to make sure you make your plans. Well, Catherine, great job. Brava again. You need to
Thank
go.
you.
Your fans are waiting up at the surface.
I think I really just need to put on my tennis shoes.
Oh, you stick on your stilettos?
Yeah,
Let me
I
see.
do. I'm still wearing my stilettos.
Oh, goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
I know.
All right, well, we'll get out of here and return to the surface of the earth. It is the Frank and Friend Show's Seymour Smokies Insider Edition. I'm Frank Murphy.
I'm Catherine Frady.
And we'll talk to you again next time.